LTV's Action Sports is brought to you in part through the generous support of these Leominster sponsors. Richardson Funeral Home, www.richardsonfuneralhome.net, the Il Camino Restaurant, www.ilcamino-restaurant.com, and by MP Crowley Company Incorporated, www.mpcrowleyinc.com.
From our Harry Carey broadcast position here out among the fans in center field here at Hal Lane Field tonight, it's shades of Wrigley and WGN. See, Kate's laughing because at least she knows Harry Carey. Of course, the legend who used to broadcast from center field periodically. Here we are tonight, high above the turf surface here at Hal Lane Field. Leominster and Wachusett ready for kickoff. The coin toss brought to you by Woodcombe Insurance in Leominster. Woodcombe Insurance has the right coverage at the right price with a local team of insurance pros ready to help. 166 Hamilton Street in Leominster and online at woodcombe.com. Bill Thomas, what'd you say?
Leominster wins the coin toss. They've deferred, which is the normal procedure we're seeing here, so they're going to be kicking off to that very potent Mountaineer offense. Leominster will be defending the goal to our left.
And the ball's on the tee at the 40-yard line at our left. Terry DeOliveira's got the ball on the tee for Leominster, and we're ready for action. He'll be kicking left to right to the open end of the field toward the school building. Here we go. On the approach, it's DeOliveira. Swings the right leg. It's a high pop fly end over end. It will be returned by an up man right around the 30-yard line. With some room, flag may have come out on the play. It's right about the 45-yard line.
I think that's the kicking tee.
Oh, it could have been the kicking tee, Kate. You're absolutely right. It was.
Fooled me.
It is certainly faded a little to that yellow color. Larson on the return for the Mountaineers. Gets a first down and 10 for the Mountaineers. Ball located at what appears to be their own 40-yard line, going right to left here on the K-Zone tonight.
They've done a great job with the big yellow circles and the field hockey lines, but I wish they'd brighten up the whites.
Indeed. McDonald with the first snap from center on first down and 10. Angelo Smith gets the carry, finds some room, straight up the middle, gains about a yard, second down and 9. Our award-winning play-by-play brought to you by RC Excitement, the Northeast premier radio-controlled complex, 208 Bemis Road in Fitchburg, and online at rcexcitement.com. Second down and 9 to go. Their own 41-yard line going right to left, and McDonald's up under center in a T formation. Snap and the give to the first man going left. It's Larson on the carry. Spins it out to the edge, gains 3 more, maybe 4. It'll be second down and 5.
Nice play by Jared Viola right there. The defensive line getting tested early here by the Mountaineers, holding up pretty well, coming up with a 3rd and long here in this first series.
That's going to end up being a gain of 4 on the play, so that'll let Wachusett's offense sniff the 45-yard line.
Passing the 11-minute mark here of quarter number 1, just 1 minute gone by here in Holden tonight. Go to a shotgun set. Back there waiting for the shotgun snap is McDonald. Catches the snap, looks to his right, and snaps the throw complete. Coming out of the backfield, it's the halfback Matt Reiki just across the midfield mark, and it's plenty for a Mountaineer first down to the Leominster 49.
Nice 3rd down play there. Nice safe little curl in. Receiver knew right where to go. Quarterback had the spot. Yard beyond the marker, moving the sticks.
And they trot to the line, do the Mountaineers, working quickly here. McDonald's going to head up into the formation, go up under center with a 2-back offset left. Snap and the give, it's Reiki on the carry. He'll find right edge, crossing midfield once again, then the Blue Devil 45, and down to the Blue Devil 43-yard line. Gains a solid 7, second down and 3 to go.
Miguel Cabrera in there on the tackle, but I think that's where Leominster's got to work on their substitutions and find mixing and matching. It's that point of contact, those big chunk first down yards is going to set them back.
Bates, the wide receiver that goes wide to the left in the formation as this is second down and 3 to go. Hash to the right at the Leominster 43. McDonald the snap, rolls to his left, throws over the middle. Pass caught by Larson out of the backfield with some room, angling toward the left sideline and spun down across the 25 at the Blue Devil 23-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and a Mountaineer first down.
Great design play there. Larson coming all the way across the right, across the field, following his quarterback. Quarterback had eyes on him all the way, waiting for him to break open between the hash, hit him right between the numbers.
And that was Larson or Reiki?
Larson
was
coming out of the
Larson.
backfield. 3, yes. Shotgun set this time for McDonald. 2 receivers paired out, go out to the wide side right. In the backfield is Smith with McDonald. Gave it to Smith and immediately hit and wrapped up and taken down on the play. It's Logan Arce. Comes from that linebacker spot to make the wrap and tackle.
Yeah, Giovanni Roman in there too. Nice job right there. Get hands on him, slow things down. Nice job all around right there by the defense.
First loss on a play for the Mountaineers here in this opening drive. Loses 3, second down and 13 back to the Blue Devil 25-yard line. As the Mountaineers go right to left, wearing the forest green tops, forest green bottoms, trimmed in white and black, white numerals front and back, Wachusett across the chest, the classic Mountaineer white helmet with the varsity W on either side, triple stripe up the middle. On 2nd and 13, it's McDonald on the keeper and finds some space just off the right of the formation. Crossing the 20, then the 15, down across the 10 and still churning his legs. Wrapped up just shy of the 5-yard line at the 6. It's a 1st and goal for the Mountaineers on a gain of 19.
Nice job right there, flashing off that right side. Good block and opened up a big hole right there at the point of attack, quickly into the secondary.
Couldn't find my sheet, Todd.
Good thing I can read lips. 8:20 to play here
Sorry
in
about that.
quarter 1. No score. It's Leominster and Wachusett Mountaineers driving here.
Already with 3 first downs in this drive, officially the 8th play of the drive right here.
And the handoff goes to Smith straight up the middle from that fullback spot. Powers across the 5-yard line and down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Mountaineers at the Blue Devil 3-yard line.
Right now, Wachusett's offense, Bill Thomas firing on all cylinders, distributing the ball to multiple backs, distributing the ball in the air already to 2 different receivers. Essentially, they're calling any play in the playbook, and they're able to execute at will.
Yeah, McDonald doing a great job here, mixing and matching the offense.
On 2nd down and goal to go, the snap, the give, it went off the right of the formation and into the end zone for a Mountaineer touchdown. Matt Reiki on the carry and finds some room and in for 6. 7:33 to play here in quarter 1, and it's 6-0 Mountaineers as they, Bill Thomas, matriculate the football down the field.
I think that was the fullback, Todd, who took that in, the lead ball carrier right
Might
there.
have been.
A little
Reiki may have
mix
been
and
in front
match.
of him.
Yeah, I think the fullback powered his way in there,
Who would
44.
that be?
44 Smith. On the carry, says Bill Thomas. Ball is up and good off the foot of Ben Dominic, and back up the field come the teams. 7:33 to play here in quarter 1. It's Wachusett 7, Leominster nothing. They go on offense. When we come back, this is high school football on the K-Zone. Bonus coverage for those of you joining us on Leominster TV tonight. Remember, anytime radio steps away for a commercial break, you get the bonus coverage and analysis. And Bill Thomas, we saw that vaunted Mountaineer offense. They moved the ball down the field. You knew what was coming, and they brought it to you.
And not only did they move the ball down the field efficiently, but they mixed and matched. It wasn't just a one-man show, one runner, one power, one alley. They did a great job mixing and matching. A couple of key 3rd downs right there that they overcame, and next thing you know, they're on the scoreboard.
Back high atop the campus of Wachusett Regional tonight here on the K-Zone. 7-0 Wachusett with the lead over Leominster. Blue Devils ready to go on offense with that patchwork offensive line. Ball in the tee, 40-yard line at our right. And here comes Dominic on the approach. Check it, it's Robbins on the approach. He will pooch the kick toward the right boundary. It is caught by an up man who was late onto the field. It was J.J. Julian who made the catch over the shoulder and then got wrapped and slung down at the Leominster 31-yard line. But a great job by Julian playing Willie Mays there over the shoulder catch style to keep the football and set up the Blue Devils. 1st down and 10, their own 31, going left to right.
Yeah, we saw the Blue Devils kick team get in trouble last week, letting one of those drop when nobody got aggressive. So good job right there over the shoulder, helping to maintain possession with some good field position.
Caden Constant returns to the quarterback spot, gets his first start at the position in 3 weeks. It's a shotgun set, keeps the football straight up the middle he goes. Now bounces it out to the left side, finding some room across the 40, 45, and then midfield, where he's angled out of bounds just shy at the Leominster 49-yard line. Gonna see a lot of Caden Constant tonight, but he is coming up gimpy from that boundary, Bill Thomas, that looks very peg-leggish.
And it looks like a hamstring. It's kind of hard to diagnose this as a cramp this early in the game, but with all the workouts they had pregame. But he's a trooper. He's out there for second down.
Score first down is a gain of 17. It's a 1st and 10 Leominster, their own 48, going left to right. Mackay Newton gets the first down carry, plunges into the pile left with some room to midfield. Down to the Mountaineer 49-yard line. It's a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7, and Caden Constant hobbles his way over to the sideline. We'll keep an eye on Constant and whether he's able to return. Meanwhile, Jake Tossie returns to action at quarterback. We knew we'd see both quarterbacks tonight. We were told we'd see a little more Constant in running situations, and obviously Tossie in the passing downs. Now Leominster forced back to that conventional I formation with Tossie up under center. 2nd down and 6 to go. There's a loose football, a problem with the center to quarterback exchange, as you have the first snap this time from John Ascabi as the center, and Leominster is able to retain at the 48-yard line of the Mountaineers. 3rd down and 6 to go.
Yeah, I think Jake was able to track that ball and got a halfway decent bounce there. Came up back into his hands. But, we've been talking about those snaps on the centers. It's not as easy as it looks.
It's another case, Bill Thomas, where immediately the early game plan, more Caden Constant at the quarterback spot. Another fumble on the quarterback exchange between Ascabi and Tossie. This time it appears the Mountaineers have it. They're bidding for it strongly. Did they come out with the football? The officials have not yet signaled. And the answer is no, they have not. So Leominster keeps the football, but it brings up 4th down and 6 to go. And Coach Devin Gates says this drive has stalled. Out goes the punting team. We got to play field position. Ivan Kadua goes back in punt formation with his own 40-yard line.
Yeah, that drive stalled there. Unfortunately, Caden, he's being worked on, looks like for a cramp. We'll have to see if he can get stretched out. I expect he wants to get back on the field as quickly as possible.
Tough way to see a drive end, though, with 2 fumbles at the line of scrimmage like that for Leominster, forced to punt, play field position.
Floating snap gets to Kadua, and he's able to have the space to send the kick downfield. Fair catch called for and made right about the Mountaineer 20-yard line by Matt Reiki.
Nice job right there. Wobbly, high fly snap there. I'm sure he's wondering, get to me, but he did a good job stepping up and getting that punt downfield.
It'll be 1st down and 10, Mountaineers at the 20-yard line going right to left here in quarter number 1. First halftime and temperature, it's brought to you by Dorico's Market. Dorico's Market is a full-service meat market in Delhi dedicated to providing the community with the highest quality meat selection at affordable prices. Worcester's go-to old-fashioned butcher shop and specialty market since 1947. Coming soon to 1123 Central Street in Leominster and online at Dorico's.com. 56 degrees, partly cloudy skies, feels like 54. We're going to drop all the way down to a low of 41 as the game progresses at 10 past 7 on a Friday night. Great to have you along with us here on October the 22nd here on the K-Zone. First down pass from McDonald is long of the intended mark and incomplete. Looking for Reiki on a go route. Bring up 2nd down and 10 to go from Mountaineer 20, going right to left.
Looking for that quick home run ball right there, but nice coverage, deep coverage by the defense. Blue Devils smelled that.
On 2nd down, the snap and the give this time was from the backfield. It looked like it was Reiki. Bounces it off the right of the formation. Forward he goes for a gain of 9. Yep. 3rd down and call it a yard and a half. Call it a strong 8, Kate.
We see the Blue Devils, sorry Kate, but we see Blue Devils running linemen in and out here, trying to find a group that works well together and can shed those blocks and maybe make some ground, gain some ground there at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and a yard and a half for the Mountaineers. Up under center this time goes McDonald's with the 2 backs offset right. The give was for Smith. Found some space off the right side of center. Forward he goes, makes his way to the Mountaineer 35 and got himself a 1st down.
Caleb Roberts there running on the field for that play, makes his presence known. Swings around from his defensive lineman position. First hands on there, right at the line of scrimmage. Good job for a short gain, if any. Give him no gain on that. Nice job there by the defensive line.
But it is enough for a Mountaineer 1st down nonetheless, Bill Thomas.
Yeah, not much.
At that 35-yard line. McDonald the snap, hard roll to his left. Slides one downfield. He had the receiver open. It was Bates, and it was in and out of his hands, incomplete. He had beat Brian Aguilar down the left sideline, Kate.
And Billy and Todd, did you notice how quick McDonald's release is? He snaps that throw, and he can get 40 to 50 yards of lift on that ball, and it gets downfield fast. He was hitting that receiver in stride. They were not having to wait up or hold up at all. That's a very dangerous arsenal for that Mountaineers offense.
And so casually launches it out there from the
to
hip
his
pocket
weak
as well.
side.
Indeed,
rolling out to the weak
left.
side.
On 2nd down and 10 to go. The snap, and this time the give coming to the near sideline. Spun down on the play. First carry this time looked like for 9.
That's correct.
Elijah Robbins on the carry.
Mix and match in the running backs. But going back to that pass, Kate and Todd, he just lofted it up there looking effortlessly. And I would expect to see a similar type play before too many downs go by here. The receiver definitely had the DB beat off his fingertips.
Robbins with a pickup of 6 there on that play. That'll move the ball all the way to the 34-yard line of the Mountaineers. Pardon me, nope, sorry.
3rd down test right here for the Devils
39.
defense.
3rd down, 4 to go. Shotgun set, high snap, McDonald. Fields, settles, throws to the right underneath, pass complete to Reiki. And Reiki's across the Mountaineer 45 at the 47-yard line. And it's enough for a Mountaineer 1st down and 10.
Definitely found something there. The running backs coming out of the backfield there, clearing out the center, crossing. McDonald had his eyes on him all the way, broke clear, nice 1st down.
That's Reiki's 2nd reception, both of them for 6 yards on the night thus far. Tucker McDonald is 3 of 5. He's completed 34 yards worth of passes. His long has been for 20.
Up under center, it's McDonald. The pitch going to the right of the formation, it's Larson. Larson turns to the right, crosses midfield to the Blue Devil 49. Goes for a gain of 3 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down and 7. 1st down's brought to you by Leominster Credit Union. Make your plans happen at LCU. It starts with membership. Check them out on the web at leominstercu.com. At Leominster Credit Union, you're somebody.
Already the 8th play of this drive coming up for the Mountaineers, and they've just crossed midfield. So moving the ball down the field, taking quite a few plays to be able to do it, but seemingly moving at will.
On 2nd down and 7, looking left and throwing that wide receiver screen. Passes complete to Reiki, and he's off to the races and down the left sideline. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Mountaineers, 49-yard touchdown strike. McDonald to Reiki.
Once he got outside, broke containment right there, got a good block by a wide receiver, and he was off to the races, as you say, Todd.
Indeed, he was. What a run for Reiki tonight.
Nico Martinez giving chase, but a valiant effort, but that was about all he had.
2:07 to play here in quarter 1, 13-0. Wachusett on top of Leominster. Point after pending for Dominic. Ball down, Dominic swings the right leg and launches it up onto the berm. Good as the teams come back up the field. 2:07 to play in quarter 1. It's Wachusett 14 and Leominster nothing. A break and we're back with more. This is high school football on the K-Zone. Bonus coverage for those of you joining us on Leominster TV tonight, and you saw it. What a pretty little play. McDonald flips it out to the flat left, finds Reiki, and goodbye, Reiki.
Yeah, and then Leominster had him in a 3rd down long situation, right where they're trying to make something happen, but they saw something on that little swing pass. All it took was one block and turned on the Jets, and he was long gone.
Indeed, he was. Solid hustle all the way from Reiki, and that's the kind of explosive offense this Mountaineer team is capable of.
And Todd, you mentioned in the pregame as part of your marquee matchup, was Leominster's offense going to be able to keep pace with a very prolific offense of Wachusett? And I think the answer thus far is not yet.
Back to Hal Lane Field in Holden here on the K-Zone. Todd Robbins, Bill Thomas, Kate Robbins, and you on a Friday night. Eli Robbins sets down the line, ball on the T40-yard line at our right, and Robbins launches the ball downfield. It is muffed at the Blue Devil 15-yard line. Leominster has to dive forward for it, and they are able to come up with it. That's Riley Costa, who's able to reel it in after taking the ball off the face mask. Kept his wits about him, dove into the pile, and came up with it. 1st and 10, Leominster, deep in their own territory. Bill Thomas, that looked a lot like what we saw last week that pinned Leominster deep.
Scary play right there, too. And, Riley is chasing that like a chicken, and he knows that the defense is bearing down on him, but got on it just in time. Nice. Instead of trying to pick it up and run with it, he got caught up to it and got on it.
Caden Constant tried to return to the action. Coach Devin Gates sent him back to the sideline. Jake Tossey's in an I formation on 1st down and 10. Got the snap this time. The handoff went into the pile for Mackay Newton. Short loss on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Kickoff's brought to you by Fraticelli Oil. Exceptional comfort, warmth, and efficiency for your dollar. That's heating with environmentally friendly wood pellets from Fraticelli Oil Company in Leominster. Clean burning, high heat, low carbon, and low ash, made in the USA. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Service available with a same-day delivery. Online at FraticelliOilCo.com. Fraticelli Oil is the place to save heating dollars. 2nd down and 11 to go. Tossey's up under center, and he gets hit. There is a loose football on the field. Mountaineers defense have the football. It is right back to Wachusett at the Blue Devil 9-yard line. Jake Tossey got jumped in the backfield, separated from the football. It was as if the defense knew the play. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and you look at the mix and match line, offensively and defensively. I think the offensive line just got outpowered and overmatched on that play right there, and the defense teed off and took full advantage of the situation.
Just run over.
Without question. We talk about a snow plow there. That was the windrow as it just rolled over top of the Leominster line.
This drive for Wachusett is going to start on the Blue Devil 9-yard line.
Best starting field position of the day,
I
goes
sure
without
hope so.
saying. Up under center, it's McDonald. The snap pitches it to the outside, it racing to the edge and wrapped up there. First carry of the day, Bill Thomas, looks like 18 to me.
Yep.
And of course, that would be a
Cole
number.
Pernelli.
Cole Pernelli. Thank you, Kate. We don't have on our roster.
Apparently, Kate, you got inside information.
I was listening to the PA.
Good job.
Nailed it. I got you. It's a pickup of 2 for Cole Pernelli, number
Clock
18.
winding down here, too. Under 40 seconds here is the
A
Quarter winds
14-0
down.
Mountaineer lead. They've got 2nd down and goal to go at the Blue Devil 6-yard line. A snap, give it to Reiki. Reiki's going to bounce it to the outside left, race to the pylon, lean over the goal line, and in for a Mountaineer touchdown.
nice job right there, sealing off the end. Turn the defense in, work the edge. He did a nice job working his way into the end zone right there.
First half action brought to you by Acme Carpet One in Lunenburg, a local family-owned floor covering store doing business in the same location for over 50 years. There's lots of pros and cons in the flooring business, and these are the pros online at acmecarpet1.com. 20-0, Mountaineers on top of Leominster. 23 seconds left here in quarter one. Dominic does the place kicking, looks to add his 3rd point after the first quarter. Ball down, kick to the sticks, and good. Team's coming back up the field. 23 seconds left here in quarter one. It's 21-0. Mountaineers dominating Blue Devils. More to come. This is high school football on the K-Zone. Bonus coverage for those of you joining us on Leominster TV tonight, and I don't know, Bill Thomas.
You know, if you had to ask the coach what was the most important and critical aspect of the game, is don't commit turnovers, and Blue Devils committed a critical one right there, and they paid for it in a quick way.
This will be the 2nd or 3rd straight week where the game plan coming into the game due to injury gets blown up in the first quarter, and Coach Devin Gates is getting out the stick in the dirt and having to redraw an offense
and
on
not
the fly.
only due to injury, having to redraw it up on the fly. Once the starting quarterback, you lose him on the 2nd play of the game. So you talk about adversity, the Blue Devils definitely got their backs up against it.
We return to the campus of Wachusett Regional here on the K-Zone tonight. Todd Robbins, Bill Thomas, Kate Robbins, and you. Great to have you along with us. Kick goes end over end off the foot of Robbins. It's returned by Latrell Cayenne, who cleanly fields it, then races on the angle from left to right and is pulled down just shy of the Blue Devil 30-yard line. They'll put the nose of the ball right on the 30. So it'll be 1st down and 10, Leominster their own 30, going left to right. 10 seconds left here in quarter one. Chasing 3 touchdowns, it's 21-0.
Looks like Caden trying to see on the sideline. I can't see, but I think he's
he is back on the
at
field.
quarterback.
And the shotgun formation, Bill Thomas, with Newton in the backfield. Snap, fake the give. He is grabbed immediately as he races toward the line. He's pulled down for no gain on the play, 2nd down and 10.
That's a tough kid that comes off the field with a cramp or some other leg injury and calls his own number first time he gets back out there.
First quarter shows triple zeros on the board. The umpire now blowing his whistle, pointing to the crew chief. That is the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter complete here at Hal Lane Field in Holden on a Friday night. 21-0, Wachusett on top of Leominster. Teams change ends, second quarter action when we come back. This is high school football on the K-Zone. Bonus coverage once again for those of you joining us on Leominster TV tonight, and great to have you joining us. Comcast, Verizon, Leominster.tv, the world over, streaming out there tonight. And we say hello to you joining us. I know there were some Mountaineer fans. We were down on my way to the restroom facility between interviews tonight, having a conversation with some Mountaineer fans that we're actually going to send the link out to some relatives that lived far out of the region and out of state. So we say good evening to those Mountaineer fans that will be joining us throughout the broadcast tonight as the game wears on. Great to have you along with us tonight as well.
Come one, come all.
We welcome all comers.
Welcome new listeners, of course.
That's right.
Spread the word.
Radio will rejoin us momentarily, but the second quarter is going to begin. First down and 10 at the 30-yard line, going right to left. Shotgun set. Constant takes the snap, keeps it himself, stepping over the down defenders into the pile, and maybe manages a gain of 1.
Got an injured Mountaineer on the play there. Looks like
70.
one of the linemen, 70. Yes, Kate.
It was Eden Klippick.
Stand by. Radio returns in a moment. Back to Hal Lane Field in Holden here on the K-Zone. Second quarter action about to begin. First down and 10 from the Blue Devil 30-yard line, going right to left. Constant in a shotgun set, takes the snap straight up the middle of the field, stepping and pushing over the top of defenders. No gain on the play as he returns to the line. He'll face a second down and 10. There's a Mountaineer down on the play. It's Eden Klippick that is down on the field and receiving attention.
I think it should be third down, should be coming up. I don't think that they changed the down marker at the quarter break.
They very well may
so
not
it
have.
says second down right now. It should be third down.
Right, Caden ran a first down play. They switched ends, and this was
I don't think they changed
second
the down
down, so
marker.
with third down coming up.
Sure, very well may have. They're showing third down and 10 to go.
So yeah, it should be third down and 10.
Yeah, 11:43 to play here in quarter two. 21-0 is the Mountaineer lead, and immediately, just as we start the second quarter and teams change ends, a Mountaineer unfortunately comes up underneath the bottom of the pile and is receiving medical attention. The training staff out there, Coach Mike Dubzinski out there looking down at Eden Klippick. Unclear from our location what the injury may be. The crew chiefs have sent the teams toward their respective sidelines for the moment. It looks like from this location they are working on
extremity.
lower extremity.
Yep. Looks like lower right extremity. Toward the knee or ankle area, Coach. It looks like a knee.
Trying to see if they're going to bring the card out. Could have a delay here, but still giving him treatment on the field. Hopefully he can get up and walk off under his own power.
Coach talking to the trainer. He is going to sit up.
I think he is.
And trying to stand up under his own power, and he is able to do so. That's the good news.
It's a left lower extremity. Left.
And he's struggling to bear weight at the moment, but they are steadying him out on the field and trying to get a little help from his teammates to kind of help him be able to walk off on his own power.
He is not a small human, so they had to get other linemen.
Get a couple of the big boys out there to help him.
There was one of the receivers was looking to go. Actually, it was Matt Reiki was looking to go and help, and they all just looked and said, "No, Matt, not you.
You're not quite big enough,
tall
enough.
Not quite big enough, buddy." So it'll be a third down and 10 coming up for the Blue Devils at the moment.
Right at their own 30-yard line, going right to left. Clock begins to run once again as the whistle to begin play commences. This third down and 10 play. Constance in a shotgun set. Newton in the backfield with him. Twin receivers out to the right of the formation, tight to the boundary right. Double tight end set. High snap fielded by Constant. He'll roll to the boundary right and throw a dart toward the feet of Miguel Cabrera, who may have played it on the one hop rolling into the boundary, but it is ruled incomplete. And it'll bring up a fourth down and 10 for Leominster at their own 30-yard line as another drive goes 3 and out.
Tough play on the rollout right there. Mountaineers kind of had that sideline covered there. A lot of traffic for Caden to have to deal with.
From our rolling Walker Orthodontics mobile broadcast booth, I'm Todd Robbins, joined with Bill Thomas and Kate Robbins. Is someone in your pod not sleeping well? Talk to Walker Orthodontics in Lunenburg, a pioneer in advanced airway orthodontics. Online at drwalker.com. Walker Orthodontics is your first step to a better night's sleep.
Had a blocked punt.
Yeah, punt blocked there successfully by the Mountaineers, and they will once again take over in Blue Devil territory. First down and 10 at the Leominster 20-yard line, going left to right in the short field as they were able to get to Ivan Kadua, and he was buried on the play.
Yeah, and I'm not knowing who is, filling in what positions, Todd. We've seen a couple of those slow pop fly snaps, and center position probably the toughest position to replace. And if they lose their long snapper, I mean, it's next man up, but that's a hard position to fill with one person. Never mind to have somebody just fill that role at a minute's notice.
And on that blocked punt, I wasn't even looking up, but you could hear the thump, thump right away, and you just knew exactly what was going on. As soon as the kicker attempted that kick, you could hear him make contact with the ball, and then that ball make contact with the Wachusett Mountaineers, who had penetrated the line fairly significantly at that point in time. And oddly, this is not their best starting field position, not by 10 yards, and they're on the Blue Devil 19-yard line to start this fourth offensive drive. They're 3 for 3 right now, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. So it's been a pretty prolific display by this offense. They only have 148 yards of offense to the Mountaineers, but they've got 3 touchdowns in the bank already.
And it'll be a first down and 10 to go for the Mountaineers from the Blue Devil 20, going left to right, already leading 21-0, 11:08 to play here in the second quarter. Here comes the Mountaineer offense out onto the field. 2-back split, offset right. McDonald heads up under center with the snap. He will fake the give, keep it himself. Eluded defender, step up in the pocket and throw. Looking in that right corner of the end zone, incomplete. Great effort made there into the boundary. It looked like Bates, incomplete.
And Bill Thomas, did you see that? Did you see McDonald kind of roll off of that coverage? The Leominster line was able to get some penetration, and he just shimmied his shoulders and was able to reset as he rolled to his right. What amazing athleticism out of McDonald at the quarterback position for Wachusett. When you have an arsenal like that, I mean, you better put it with receivers out there that can catch, because otherwise it's just a silly proposition. He's just so good.
He seems to find a way to get himself in position for every throw, no matter what the situation.
Second and 10 from the Blue Devil 20. Back to pass on 5 steps. Looking out to the left and throws. Finds Reiki. Untouched to the end zone for a touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown strike. McDonald to Reiki. There was not a Blue Devil in the neighborhood.
Looks like the coordinators have picked up on something there on that move out of the backfield. Similar play to what we saw them score their third touchdown on that swing pass that went for 49. A little closer, but same result. Looked pretty much like the same type of play.
Ben Dominic to attempt the point after. Bates does the holding. Bates looks in for the snap, gets the ball down, now kicking left to right. Same result, splits the uprights down toward the school here on the Wachusett campus. Teams coming back up the field. 10:47 to play in the second quarter. It's Wachusett 28, Leominster nothing. A break and we're back with more. This is high school football on the K-Zone. Bonus coverage for those of you joining us on Leominster TV tonight. And Bill Thomas, there isn't much you can do. There are just a series of things that just are not, fate-wise, working for Leominster.
No, and, the coach touched on it during his coach's corner, Todd. He's never had to deal with so many losses in one particular group of players within his team. And Kate and I talked about that even beforehand. How is he dealing with losing that core, a group? You lose a lineman, you lose a tight end, you lose a running back, even you lose a quarterback, individual replacements. But when you lose a whole core group, and we're kind of seeing the results of that tonight.
Back to Hal Lane Field in Holden tonight. Ball on the T40-yard line at our left. The kick goes from left to right. It will be returned by Cayenne from the left sideline toward the right, angling across the field, across the Leominster 20 toward the 25 before being wrapped up and taken down around the 26-yard line. It'll be Leominster first down and 10 at their own 27, it looks like, going from right to left. 10:36 to play here in the second quarter. Playing catch-up. They're chasing 28.
You know, whether it's a turnover on downs, or which essentially what that block punt was, or, you know, a fumble, Mountaineers taking advantage of every situation tonight and is showing up on the scoreboard.
First down and 10 for Leominster. Jake Tossie resumes the quarterback spot. Eye backfield. Dotting the I is Caden Constant. Snap, Constant gets the handoff, jumps over a defender, works his way out to the edge, crossing the numbers at the 40 and angled out of bounds at around the 45-yard line, maybe just shy, around the 44. It's a nice run for Caden Constant into some open space. 10:20 to play here in quarter two. It's a gain of 17.
Caden, I'm going to ask you for some quick updates. You know, Caden Constant, the only offensive weapon that the Blue Devils seem to have tonight. It's Caden left, Caden right, Caden up the middle, and I think they got to find some way to get somebody else involved. First down play here, up the middle.
Yeah, straight into the middle of the pile. Looked like the fullback on
Nico
the
Martinez,
carry.
I think
yeah,
so,
it was.
Todd.
It was. It was Nico Martinez on the carry.
Guy. We talk about Caden being the only offense, and all of a sudden they get somebody else involved. Maybe they heard us, but they definitely got to find some other way to take some of the pressure off Caden and divert some Mountaineer defensive eyes on somebody else.
We're told that our friends at Leominster TV are experiencing technical difficulties. Hopefully you have found your way to us here on the radio dial. AM 1280, 105.3 FM, and WPKZ stream the world over on the web. Second down play out of an eye. Tossie pitches it to Constant, who is spun around 3 times and then removed by the defense of the Mountaineers back toward the Leominster 35, but there is a flag out on the play. It came from the crew chief. It is a personal foul for a face mask against the Mountaineers. It'll be a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's just prior to the 40-yard line at the 39, so enforce it 15 yards from there. That will be enough for a Leominster first down after the enforcement.
That's what made Caden spin around 3 times so quickly. He got his face mask grabbed. Officials right on it. Just enough for a first down.
15-yard penalty, advances the ball across midfield to the Mountaineer 45-yard line. So it'll be a first down and 10 Leominster at the Mountaineer 45, going right to left. Leominster wearing the road white tops, white bottoms, trimmed in royal blue numerals, front and back. Leominster and Blue Devils across the chest. The classic Leominster white helmet with a single royal blue stripe up the middle. Tossie under center out of an eye. The snap, give it to Constant. Through the A gap he goes, across the 45 and down to the 43-yard line. Gains 2, second down and 8.
Tell you never know, Caden missed most of the first quarter with a cramp. Still got a little hitch in his giddy up there, but he's a trooper. He's out there. He wants the ball.
It makes you wonder when you get a cramp so early. Of course, it's a chilly night, so not a time period where you feel like you want to be hydrating, but for athletes, it's something you have to do. That pregame taking care of yourself is just so important. Hard count. Mountaineers were licking their chops, and they collide with that Blue Devil line.
They were, I think, just teeing off with the line. And, you know, they were almost in on that previous play on that quick toss to Caden Constant, and which led to a number of Mountaineers reaching for him, which led to that face mask. But I think they still had visions of that same similar type play right there, ready to blow the line, try to get in there on any toss, attack the running back.
So from 2nd and 6 to 2nd down and 2 to go, or a strong yard and a half as they move across the Mountaineer 40 to the 37-yard line. Eye backfield, twin receivers, back to pass, Tossie, hit as he throws, down the left sideline, jump ball, Encarnacion makes the catch across the 10-yard line and out of bounds at the 9.
Hand
it's a Blue Devil first down and goal to go.
Hand fighting all the way, 50-50 ball, and Cassione finds a way to come down with it.
It's a 27-yard strike from Tossie as he was hit while releasing the football. There was conversation between the side judge and the back judge about that hand fighting, Bill Thomas, but ultimately they deemed the play correctly legal, and the catch was made by Encarnacion for a first down and goal Leominster at the Mountaineer 9-yard line going right to left. Same high backfield. Dotting was constant. Gets the handoff from Tossie right into the A gap and into the teeth of that Mountaineer defense and dragged down at the Mountaineer 4-yard line.
Leominster could really use this 6 points here just as a from an energy standpoint. Crack this Mountaineer defense, put 6 on the board here in the second quarter.
It would certainly make this first half feel a whole lot better for the blue and white. Coach Devin Gates sending the play in no particular rush to get that play in. Wants to make sure this is a quality possession. I backfield is Martinez and then Constant. Under center goes Tossie. Calling signals the snap on 2nd and goal. The give was to Martinez. First through the B gap. Stood up by the defense right around the 2-yard line. Leominster will have a 3rd down and goal to go from the Mountaineer 2.
Caleb Roberts trying to help give him a ride into the end zone, but too many Mountaineers right there standing them up.
Need a little push there in order to move the ball along. Under the 7-minute mark here of the second quarter, 28-0 the Mountaineers lead, but Leominster knocking on the door with their first serious offensive threat of the night. It's an I backfield. Martinez with Constant Dotting and Tossie up under center. The snap. Give it to Constant. He is hit as he gets the football, and he is finished off back at the Mountaineer 10-yard line.
Somebody saw something there. Looked like 15 blowing the line. James Hendrickson off at the snap of the ball and in the backfield, meeting Constant head on. Looks like for a couple-yard loss, going to bring up a big 4th down play.
They let that go all the way back to the 10. They officially stopped the progress at the 5-yard line, but they allowed Constant to be able to be driven into the ground all the way back to the 10-yard line with no whistle stopping that play until he was down and smushed into the ground.
And that, of course, when you're in a limited personnel situation, not a situation
Precarious.
you want. Yep. Leominster will have a 4th down and goal to go from the Mountaineer 5-yard line. Tossie in a shotgun set with Constant with him. Back to pass. Tossie looks end zone on the slant route for a fish. Flag comes out from the back judge. The pass is incomplete. Jack Fish was unable to make the catch. The coverage there was Sean Osai Sarapong. And the flag is out from the back judge in the area of what would be pass interference. We await the signal from the crew chief.
The entanglement happened up around the helmet, so either way that you slice it, this is likely going to be against Wachusett, and it is, but you're only going to be able to get 2 yards because even if you do half the distance, it's going to bring it to the 2.5-yard line.
Pass interference is the call and signal. They will make the enforcement, as Kate said, to that 2.5-yard line. It is still 4th down and goal to go from the 2.5, and this is why I don't like the Federation rule.
The crazy rule enforcement. No first down.
No first down, no automatic
pass
first down.
interference in the end zone, and you're only 2 yards closer.
And you're at 4th down.
And you still have to play 4th down. Now out of an I formation, it's Martinez with Constant Dotting. Trouble with the snap. It caused enough of a delay. The handoff to Martinez. The hole opened into the end zone. Caden Constant, check it. That is a touchdown run for Martinez. For Leominster, Caleb Roberts leading the block into the end zone for a Leominster 6. 5:20 to play here in the second quarter, and the Blue Devils are on the board. It's 28-6, pending the point after.
And I was watching Nico Martinez over here. He came off the field after that 3rd down play that very upset and, talked a little bit to some of the coaches. Next thing, he's out there on that reset and scores a touchdown.
D'Oliveira for the point after, snap the ball down. D'Oliveira sends it toward the berm, and it is good. Team's coming back up the field. 5:20 to play in the second quarter, and the score, it's 28-6. Wachusett on top of Leominster. A break, and we're back with more. This is Leominster High School football on the K-Zone. Back to Hal Lane Field in Holden on the K-Zone tonight. Great to have you along with us wherever you are. AM 1280, 105.3 FM or WPKZstream.com. Ball back on the tee, 40-yard line at our right. Terry DeOliveira marking off the distance. He'll be kicking from right to left with a breeze sort of helping from his back left shoulder. On the approach, DeOliveira sends the kick high in the air. It will be returned from the Mountaineer 20-yard line. And here we go on the approach with some space. This is Reiki. Found some room, crossed the 30, 35, and dragged down shy of the 40. At the 39-yard line, it'll be first down and 10 Mountaineers, their own 39, going left to right. Action here in the first half brought to you by Catania Oils of Air. Catania Oils promises authenticity in every drop. Their blended olive oils can be used at the table in your favorite recipe, also for sauteing, baking, or broiling any meal. A New England staple for 7 decades. You can find Catania Oils at your favorite grocery location. Online at cataniaoils.com. First down and 10 carry for Larson, and Larson bounces it out to the left of the formation, finds some space, and gains 8 on first down across the Mountaineer 45 and down. At the Mountaineer 47.5 yard line, they'll have second down and 1.5 yards to go.
When you're able to take large chunks like that on first down, that certainly opens up the playbook, and now you're all the way to midfield, and things are just rolling for this Mountaineers squad.
Second down and 1.5 yards. Under center goes McDonald with the snap and the give out on the left of the formation. Looked like some room into space. Carry there was Angelo Smith on the carry.
That'll be enough for a first down for the Mountaineers.
And it is enough into Blue Devil territory to the 48-yard line. 4:20 and counting left here in the second quarter. 28-7, the lead for Wachusett over Leominster, and looking to add to their totals. Diamond trips tight to the right of the formation. Single back in the backfield is Smith. Under center McDonald. The snap rolls, throws underneath. Passes caught by Reiki. Got a little bit of space. Gains 2, maybe 3 on the play. Looks at a second down and 6 to go. Tom's Automotive of Fitchburg drives the action here in the first half on the K-Zone. If you're looking for quality auto repair, it's time for Tom's. Tom's Automotive of Fitchburg is known for providing quality auto repairs at affordable prices the same day you bring it in. Tom's Automotive, fixed right the first time and on time, online at autorepairfitchburg.com. Second down, they marked it back for 7 to go. Ball at the Blue Devil 46-yard line at right hash. 2 backs, offset left. The snap, and McDonald will roll out to his left. Square his feet, throw downfield. Wide open is Bates, who reels it in and into the end zone for yet another Mountaineer touchdown. A 44-yard touchdown strike, and Bill Thomas, it's like watching Monday Night Football. My, oh my, oh my.
And you talk about a design, well-designed play. He knew right where he was going, rolled out to his left, draw the defense over there. All of a sudden, wide receiver breaking across the hashes, breaks open to the right. He throws a strike in stride. I mean, I'm very impressed with what Tucker McDonald has done here in the first half.
What a quarterback. His athleticism, his ability to throw, run, he is the epitome of the triple threat.
He has a full command of, he has a commanding presence on the field, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Bates to hold for Dominic. Got the ball down on a low snap, and Dominic split the uprights. Team's coming back up the field. 3:12 to play here in the second quarter. 35-7, Mountaineers with the lead. More to come. This is high school football on the K-Zone. Ball back on the tee, 40-yard line at our left. Robinson's the ball end over end downfield. It will be returned, coming back up the right sideline. Looked like Cayenne on the return for Leominster. Crossed the 35 and out of bounds just shy of the Leominster 40-yard line. Bill Thomas says 1. Was it
on
Brian
that
Aguilar?
return.
Could have been Bill Thomas.
Could have been. I'm trying to see here.
He was on the field.
I think
There
it
he
was
is.
over there. Coming out. He's coming off slow. I think he'd come up from the bottom of that pile over there on that Wachusett sideline.
It's a Leominster first down and 10 at their own 40-yard line, nonetheless going right to left.
Getting some shakes over here. Yeah, we'll give him some credit on that. Get his name in the stat sheet.
Absolutely. Eli Robbins, by the way, no relation. Important note. First down and 10 to go. Snap, handoff for Mackay Newton. Form tackled and a beauty in the backfield. Loses a handful on the play. It'll be second down and long for Leominster, which is an opportunity to welcome a brand new sponsor here to the K-Zone. We welcome Competitive Edge of Fitchburg, supplying the Central Mass area with ice hockey equipment and professional skate sharpening for over 30 years. Competitive Edge has embroidery and printing for all your team, league, and business needs. Open 7 days a week during the fall and winter. Stop by 983 John Fitch Highway, right across from the Wallace Civic Center, or call 978-696-3339. Tell them the K-Zone sent you. Competitive Edge of Fitchburg.
Nico Martinez up the middle there on that second down play. Gained about, we'll give him 5. Going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Look at you, Bill Thomas, with the play-by-play.
Well, Todd's playing with his paperwork over here, so, you know. I had something else to say, but I figured I'd give him a little help right there. I was going to go back to that form tackle on that previous play. Form tackle, let's tell what it is. You lower your shoulder, you wrap them up, and you drive them back, and that pretty much describes a form tackle.
And that is exactly what it looked like. 1:45 till halftime, 35-7, the lead for the Mountaineers over the Blue Devils.
10 seconds on
the play clock.
the play clock, and
No hurry
everybody
here.
And
walking
Coach
around.
Devin Gates is going to spend a timeout. Timeout Leominster stops the clock with 93 seconds before halftime. Coming up at the half, Kate will walk you through first half
We might run you
stats
through.
here on the K-Zone tonight. We'll also take a look at our monumental moment of the first half, Bill Thomas's mid-game adjustments, halftime scores from around the region, as we find ourselves at 7:48 on a Friday night, October the 22nd, here on the K-Zone. If you're looking for Red Sox playoff baseball, the American League Championship Series continues here on the K-Zone. We join that action coming up in progress at the conclusion of this one. Sox-Astros. We'll get you updates as that game starts to progress.
No updates from Mike LeClaire yet. I'm a little bit disappointed.
It's a great point, Kate.
Come
of course,
on now, Mike LeClaire.
it would certainly help if I checked my phone. As Mike LeClaire says, through one quarter
There you
down
go.
at Crocker Field in
So
Fitchburg.
it's your fault.
Indeed it is. 15 all, Neshoba and Fitchburg through one quarter at Crocker Field tonight.
And Todd, Billy and I were talking pregame about that. The interesting matchup here, a common opponent, Neshoba and Fitchburg to Leominster. Leominster able to squeak out a win against Neshoba a few weeks ago, and Leominster, of course, playing Fitchburg in the opener of this season, and Fitchburg winning in pretty handed fashion. So very interesting matchup between these two teams. Leominster has played them both already, and of course we'll be playing Fitchburg on Thanksgiving morning as well.
I want to return to that in a moment,
Oh,
Kate,
good.
because we'll talk a little bit more. Third down and 7 to go. Back to pass Tossi. Looks from the left, coming in on the slant. Pass complete to Encarnacion. Out to midfield to bring up fourth down and a choice for Coach Devin Gates. Trailing 35-7. About a minute 17 to halftime. Coach Devin Gates says, let's press it. Let's go for it here. Tossi calls some signals coming in from the sideline. He will have Martinez as the down fullback. Newton dots the I, a receiver to either end of the formation.
I think the house is coming.
Indeed it may be. Tossi's up under center. Here's the snap. Give it to Martinez. Plows into the A gap, pushes forward, and that makeshift
There's that pile.
offensive line drives their legs forward across midfield and to the 48-yard line. They needed a yard. Leominster got a yard and a half. It's good for a Blue Devil first down, and the drive continues. And for an offensive line that found out they were starting at around lunchtime today, that's pretty darn impressive.
Yeah, Robinson, Sullivan, J.J. Julian there, all driving that pile, getting Martinez the extra yard he needed.
I think you're being generous with that 11 o'clock time. I'm betting they found out
I was
on the
thinking more
bus
noon.
ride.
On the bus.
I think they found out on the bus.
You're wearing a new shirt tonight, kid.
Yep. Here.
Different number.
First down and 10. Tossi back to pass. He's in traffic. Tries to roll left. Nowhere to go but down back across midfield to the Blue Devils side. And down at the 47-yard line. That loses a fistful. It'll be second down and almost double sticks. Leominster will snap from their own 47.
Fortunate not to lose the ball there,
Agreed.
getting hit from the back.
Just
Could
10
be the last
seconds.
play of the half
Yeah.
here.
10 seconds to halftime. Coach Gates signals to the official, we're not going to press the issue. And the final 5 ticks will come off the board. Halftime here at Hal Lane Field in Holden. Mountaineers dominating the Blue Devils 35-7 through 1 half of play. Coming up at the half here on the K-Zone, we'll get you caught up on first half stats. Check that halftime scoreboard around the region, our monumental moments, mid-game adjustments, and then it's third quarter action for Leominster and Wachusett. 35-7, Wachusett on top of Leominster at the half. More to come. This is Leominster High School football on the K-Zone.
LTV's Action Sports is brought to you in part through the generous support of these Leominster sponsors: Richardson Funeral Home, www.richardsonfuneralhome.net, the Il Camino Restaurant, www.ilcamino-restaurant.com, and by MP Crowley Company Incorporated, www.mpcrowleyinc.com.
From our Harry Carey mobile broadcast position here on the K-Zone in the grandstands among the parking lot party, it's halftime
Cubs
here.
win.
I was going to say, give Kate an opportunity to do her Harry Carey impression nonetheless. 35-7. It is a Mountaineer first half of action. It's time for Bank Hometown at the half here on the K-Zone. Bank Hometown's free checking account works for you with free bill pay, mobile check deposits, and over 4,000 free ATMs. Visit bankhometown.com or stop in to their convenient Leominster branch on Sack Boulevard to open a free checking account, earn up to $200, and unlock your potential. Bank Hometown, member FDIC. Bank Hometown at the half on the K-Zone. 35-7, Wachusett on top of Leominster here at the half. As we mentioned, for those of you that were looking for Red Sox baseball, or at least the countdown to first pitch, Red Sox baseball first pitch, 8:08 on this Friday night. Coming up in just a handful of minutes. We'll get you updates as we go along. We'll join that game in progress at the conclusion of high school football tonight. It's the American League Championship Series. Game 6 action. Houston got a 3-2 lead in the series. They can wrap things up tonight and book themselves a World Series ticket. Sox can keep the series going with a win tonight and draw even for a 7th deciding game. All that to come, but first, our first half recap. It's brought to you by ClearPath for Veterans New England, supported by Northeast Insurance Agency. Supporting ClearPath for Veterans New England's Community Center at Devens supports families and provides connections to the latest in wellness options. We owe it to them to do our part by supporting them. Donate now at clearpathne.org. This message brought to you by Northeast Insurance Agency. Kate, ClearPath for Veterans New England, supported by Northeast Insurance Agency, brings us your eventful first half recap.
Eventful is right. All right, let's take a look at team totals first. For the Leominster Blue Devils, 80 yards of total offense, 32 coming courtesy of the passing and aerial attack, 48 rushing yards for the Blue Devils in 24 plays on offense, 4 first downs for Leominster, and 1 turnover on the fumble. If we take a look at individual notable statistics for the Blue Devils, first out of the rushing attack for Leominster, Mackay Newton 3 touches, nets -1 yard. Nico Martinez 5 rushes for 17 yards. Caden Constant out of the backfield, 8 rushes for 39 yards. His longest for 17. He's averaging 4.9 yards per carry. In the aerial attack, the combination of Jacob Tossi and Caden Constant together are 2 of 3, 32 yards passing on the evening for them. Both of the completed passes were to Ricky Encarnacion. He's got a 27-yard reception and a 5-yard reception. Leominster's lone touchdown of the first half came with 5:20 remaining in the second quarter. It's a 2-yard touchdown rush by Nico Martinez. The extra point there is good. Now to the other side of the stat sheet. That's right. The Mountaineers of Wachusett, 229 first half yards for their offense, 151 passing yards, and 80 rushing yards for the Mountaineers in 25 plays on offense. They have 6 first downs, no turnovers either. Time of possession right now actually favoring Leominster because Wachusett has been able to strike so quickly and seemingly at will. If we take a look at the individual notable statistics for the Mountaineers, first, their rushing attack. Matt Reiki out of the backfield, 4 rushes for 26 yards. Jack Larson, 4 rushes for 12 yards. Angelo Smith has 4 rushes for 12 yards as well. Elijah Roberts has a rush, and Cole Pernelli has a rush as well. Even Tucker McDonald out of the quarterback position has 18 yards rushing on 1 carry. But Tucker McDonald's most prolific aspect of his game has been the aerial attack. He is 7 of 10, 151 yards passing for Tucker McDonald in the first half of play. He's averaging 21.6 yards per pitch and catch. He's completed 70% of his passes in the first half. Those passes have been completed to Adam Bates. He had a 45-yard reception from McDonald. Matt Reiki has 5 receptions totaling 84 yards in the first half, and Jake Larson has 1 20-yard reception. Now let's take a look at the Mountaineers' touchdowns. They came fast and they came furious. They had 3 touchdowns in the first quarter alone. The first one with 7:33 remaining in the first. It was a 3-yard touchdown rush by Angelo Smith. That put them up 7-0. Then with 2:07 remaining in the first quarter, it was a 49-yard touchdown reception by Matt Reiki. 14 points for them. They were up 14-0 at that point. And then with just 23 seconds remaining in the first quarter, it was a 6-yard touchdown rush by Matt Reiki to put them up 20-0 on top of the Blue Devils. Then the Mountaineers had 2. Count that, a pair of touchdowns in the second quarter. The first one coming with 10:47 remaining in the half. It was a 19-yard touchdown reception by Matt Reiki. And then with 3 minutes and 13 seconds in the half remaining, a 45-yard touchdown reception between McDonald to Adam Bates. That put the Mountaineers up 35-7 right now is your first half score. Mountaineers on top of the Leominster Blue Devils. Todd?
Great job, Kate.
Hey,
as
thanks.
always, I told you it was an eventful first half recap. Brought to you by Clear Path for Veterans New England, supported by Northeast Insurance Agency. As we continue here at Bank Hometown at the half, it's time for a check of the halftime scoreboard. It's brought to you by North End Mazda in Lunenburg. North End Mazda invites you to shop their express store, a 100% online experience with instant pricing and no hassle. Build your deal online at northendmazda.com. Our North End Mazda scoreboard. Right away, about 1:21 left in the half, says Mike Leclerc, 29-22. Fitchburg on top of Neshoba at Crocker Field tonight. 29-22, Fitchburg on top of Neshoba. 1 minute, 21 seconds left in the first half of action. Other scores around the region, halftime score, Air Shirley on top of Abbey Kelly, 14-8 at the half. Shrewsbury on top of Shepherd Hill, 12-6. That one at the half. Halftime score, Algonquin up 2 on Marlborough, 14-12 is that halftime score. And then one game that started in the earlier window today, Clinton running away from Tingsboro. 42-13 for the Gales on the road in Tingsboro tonight. That is a late fourth quarter score. That game will go final first here this evening. We'll see that score coming up as well. Those are our halftime scores brought to you by North End Mazda in Lunenburg. How about our monumental moment of the first half? It's brought to you by Leominster Monument in Lunenburg, locally owned with on-site quality craftsmanship for over 40 years. At Leominster Monument Company, memories are forever, as our mailbox posts. Online at leominstermonument.com. Leominster Monument in Lunenburg brings us our monumental moment of the first half. And Kate, you've got some options here to throw out to Bill Thomas. See what you two come up with.
Bill Thomas, I've got two thoughts, 2 incredibly prolific receptions. The first one came, and they're both touchdown receptions at that. 49-yard touchdown reception by Matt Reiki in the first quarter, or that 45-yard touchdown reception by Adam Bates in the second quarter to put the Mountaineers up 35-7 to close out the first half.
Sorry about that, Bill. Go
That's
ahead.
all right. If we're going to avoid on style points, I really like that second touchdown.
It was beautiful.
The way he rolled out to his left, against, to his offside, watched his receiver cross in front of him, across the hash, and then just turned and fired a strike across the field. And
that's the one
receiver
that stood out.
never broke stride. I mean, that's pro or college level action right there. Just knowing from the snap what you're going to do, what you expect your receiver to do, and everything to come together perfectly.
It's Madden, Bill Thomas.
It is. I mean, you draw it up and you just did it.
On the old video
It's almost
game.
like just point and shoot. I want you to run here. The ball's going to intersect you. I'm just going to run around back here a little bit to draw the defense. Worked out perfectly.
Our favorite fan out there, Owen Gates, who I'm told enjoys our broadcasts. He is learning Madden as we speak.
Oh, yes.
A moment of great pride for his dad. And Owen, that's Madden football. That is shotgun, roll right, throw. Hit the old C button there, and bam, right there where you need it. I think it's a circle now. But, it's all new shapes as it turns out. But that's the way that works.
Todd and Billy, can you get over the crowd that is at the
I know it,
stadium
and
right
I tell you, it's gotten cool, but it just made the crowd move around a little bit. But the groups of kids up behind us in the upper field here, the softball field, they've been up there playing touch football. The hill up here, the kids have been playing roll the hill, and the flashlights are flashing. But even up behind the home side field, you can see the kids up in the distance up there. I mean, just the entire, we're used to this kind of atmosphere at Doyle Field, but not the playground atmosphere that we're seeing here. And this is, it's almost like it's a nighttime playground atmosphere in the perimeter, and there's a football game going on in the middle, and everything's coming together nicely for the Wachusett Mountaineers tonight.
It's an all-encompassing, complex experience, to say the least. And as we look over at that student section for the Mountaineers, where the big sign says, "Get Rowdy," well, they certainly have been treated to a dandy. If you're wearing the forest green tonight, as the Mountaineers charge out of the locker room, Leominster spent their halftime out here on the field, huddled over by the retaining wall located to our left. But the Mountaineers were able to go inside the building to their locker room location as they work their way out. About a minute before we get started with second half action, let's take a look at our mid-game adjustments. They're brought to you by Builders Surplus in Lunenburg. Builders Surplus has a great selection of first quality building materials at prices you will like. Online at builders-surplus.com or stop by 29 Summer Street. You know what you need. Get it at Builders Surplus for less. Bill Thomas, Builders Surplus in Lunenburg, brings us your mid-game adjustments.
Well, I think, you got to look at the Leominster side of the ball. They did a pretty good job. They got defensively especially, they got the Mountaineers in a number of third down situations. They just couldn't pull off that big play to stop those drives. Turnovers. That fourth down that led to that punt block, that's the turnover on downs essentially, and that snap that led to a very short drive down here within the 10-yard line. 2 quick touchdowns. You cannot, a team like the Mountaineers, they're going to take advantage of every opportunity, and they're going to create their own opportunities, but you can't give them 2 opportunities inside your own 10-yard line and expect to, keep it, close, within a score or 2. But, and now they're staring up. You take those 2 scores off, or you make them work just a little bit harder for those scores. You feel a little bit better about what you've got at halftime. But those 2 turnovers essentially have really led to this deficit. I think the Blue Devils, mixing and matching at the lines on both sides of the ball, have done a very good job. I give the coaching staff and the kids they brought up, they did a lot of coaching on the buses. We're joking about this, but I get you, they had them in groups on the bus. You're coaching right up to the last minute. They're coaching down here. They got the table out, and they're running over things that, they saw in the first half. So very good job by Leominster. Don't let the scoreboard reflect what we're seeing on the field. A couple of key plays have led to that large deficit, but for the most part, I think the Blue Devils have done very well tonight. They've held their own against a very strong Mountaineer team.
I would argue, Bill Thomas, you could even use the word miraculous given the circumstances. And, of course, for us here at the K-Zone, it's your home for the most live games. Lots of action coming up this weekend. You got BC football tomorrow. You got Pats Jets on Sunday and a smattering of other action. Maybe a Game 7 in the ALCS. All that to come this weekend. You keep it locked right here. Scholastic Sports Zone on Sunday, 11 to noon, right here on the K-Zone, AM 1280, 105.3 FM, and WPKZstream.com for Howie Kahn and crew for the Scholastic Sports Zone. And for those of you that want to flip over and catch a couple more high school football games, Bill Thomas, Kate Robbins, and I, we retreat over to our streaming media brand, Rivalry Family Media, an audio-only special coming up. RFM Audio heads down to Polar Park on Sunday for a doubleheader. It's a day-night doubleheader, a true day-night doubleheader. It's breakfast and then dinner. A 10:30 a.m. kickoff for St. Paul and Littleton. We'll have that coverage for you on Facebook.com/Media Rivalry. And then you come back later on in the day, a 6:30 kickoff for St. John's and Xaverian in a Catholic Conference clash. That game kicks off at 6:30. Facebook.com/Media Rivalry for the play-by-play of that one. You've got action all throughout the weekend. one way or another here on the K-Zone, Rivalry Family Media, and alike. As the kickoff of the second half heads end over end downfield off the foot of Robbins, no relation. It is returned back up the left sideline and taken down at the 40-yard line for Leominster. It looked like on the play it was Aguilar. No, check it. Bill Thomas says Cayenne on the return to the left side. First down and 10. Blue Devils their own 30 coming right to left. Tossie continues in the quarterback spot. I backfield, dotting the I, it is Newton. The down fullback in front of him is Martinez, a receiver on either end. Here's the snap, the handoff to Newton. He's hit as soon as he gets the handoff from Tossie and stood up on the play for a short loss. That'll bring up a second down and 12 to go. From our J&R Glass rolling broadcast booth, I'm Todd Robbins. Our view tonight is incredible because J&R Glass is glass done right, offering quality workmanship and dependable service at a fair price. Online at jnrglass.com. Second down and 12 to go here. Blue Devils back across their 30th or 28, coming right to left. I backfield again. The snap, first man to the hole is Martinez, falls over the line of scrimmage, gains 1, second down becomes third down, and 11 at the Blue Devil 29-yard line. Second half kickoff brought to you by Manny's Appliances. Manny's Appliances features a complete lineup of major brand name appliances with exclusive rebates the big box stores do not have. Manny's voted #1 appliance store by our community year after year. Buy the best from Manny's, 120 Hamilton Street in Leominster, the official appliance dealer of the Worcester Red Sox. Third down and 11 to go. Blue Devils their own 29 coming right to left. Tossie calling signals, straight back I. It's Martinez and Newton dotting. Tossie the snap, 3-step drop, floats out to the right, pass complete. Along that right edge, it's Miguel Cabrera. Got some room across the 30, then the 35, and down right around the 37-yard line. Goes for a gain of maybe 5, fourth down. Maybe we'll give him a little more, Bill Thomas. Let's call 7 because you're making a little
But
up.
remember, you are also beyond the original line of scrimmage, so we should probably give him about 8 on that.
All right, Kate, thank you. See, good guesstimation, good team effort. Fourth down and 3 to go. Leominster needs to advance the football to their own 41 for the first down.
I really like that screen pass, and I'd like to see a little more of that, kind of slow down that rush a little bit. You don't need big chunks here, but you do need first downs, try to control the clock.
Leominster's offense stays on the field in their own half of the field on fourth down. Hard snap. Everybody from the Mountaineers breaks the line. It'll be a 5-yard penalty and should be enough for a Leominster first down. Take advantage of an over-enthusiastic defensive line. Get them on the hard count. Get the 5 yards. Keep the drive alive to the Leominster 43-yard line on a first down and 10 after the flag is enforced.
I hate to say this, but I think the Mountaineer linemen are licking their chops, and they can't wait to get off the ball. A little over-anxious right there.
It's as if they know the snap count.
I think, and it's a good job by Jake there to change it up a little bit. Second time he's drawn the defense off, and we've seen him try that a number of times this year, but successful twice tonight.
Straight eye backfield, Martinez and then Newton. Tossie back on 3 steps. Looks slant coming from the left. It is caught by Encarnacion across midfield into the Mountaineer 49. It is a gain of 8. Second down and 2 to go.
You know, looking at the defensive alignment, they're basically playing one-on-one on the outside. 7, sometimes 8 in the box. They're almost daring the Blue Devils to throw the ball right here, and they're bringing the house on almost every play.
And Encarnacion out of his usual H-back tight end spot. He split out wide to the left of the formation along the Leominster sideline. Cabrera, the other receiver, opposite on the right sideline.
8 defensive men on the line of scrimmage right there, and
Tossie the snap, the handoff went into the belly of Newton, and Newton drives his legs up against those 8, Bill Thomas, across the 45 and to the 44-yard line, and he puts the ball down and said that's a Leominster first down as the drive continues.
And that's a fighting first down right there, because you talk about 7, 8 in the box. That's what Mountaineers are throwing at the offensive front 5 of the Blue Devils and really creating mismatches and confusion in the blocking schemes, and nice job right there to gain that first down under some very tough circumstances.
Importantly for Newton there, it's his 5th carry on the evening, but it's only the 2nd carry that he's actually been able to net positive yardage. So his frustration has been obvious because 3 of his 5 carries have gone for negative yards tonight.
Winding down toward the 8-minute mark here of the third quarter. The snap for Tossie out of that eye, gave it to Newton this time, and the defense pursues hard to the left of the formation, and Newton is taken down after a loss of 1, so it'll go back to 2nd down and 11 at the Mountaineer 46-yard line as Leominster goes right to left, 7:45 and counting here in the third. This has been the only offensive possession of the second half thus far. It has been all Leominster coming out of the locker room.
They've had 2 first downs thus far. They have the 7th play of the drive coming up. Do the Blue Devils, but a lot of time coming off the clock.
I backfield, under center, it's Tossie. Give it, fake it to Newton. Now roll to the right, recover, throw downfield, juggled in, incomplete. A wide open Miguel Cabrera, perhaps too open. The ball falls incomplete as Cabrera tried to do a little too much. He was leaving his feet. He was wide open and nobody to press him, Bill Thomas.
Yeah, and he hit him in the worst spot, right in the hands. Tried to make a football move before he caught the ball, but fortunately fortunately that ball didn't get intercepted once it got juggled. Landed on the ground, but a big gain opportunity missed right there.
After the bobble, Bill Thomas, you're right, that ball seemed to just kind of float into
there.
the air.
Yep.
In prior weeks, that would have been intercepted for a pick 6. 3rd and 11, Tossie's back to pass, and he is thrown to the turf back at the Blue Devil 45-yard line.
That's a blind side all the way right there. Somebody missed an assignment to Tossie's left. Never saw that hit coming. Luckily, not a fumble on that play.
Tossie's head down a little bit as he passes head coach Devin Gates, but there's not much you can do when you got the lookout block coming from your left.
Turnover on downs right there. We got the
Indeed.
ball going the other way. Didn't realize that was 4th down, actually, a 4th down play.
I got to be honest, Bill Thomas, I don't know that I did either. I'm wondering if there was a fumble and a
but I
recover
didn't see that kind of action on the fumble. It just
Must have just
going the
sorta
other
happened.
direction.
It's Mountaineer football. 1st and 10 at the Blue Devil 46, going left to right.
I had 4th down over here, so that's my bad.
Oh, okay. No worries. No worries on that. New quarterback in the game. It's Dylan Harper at the quarterback spot for the Mountaineers. Get out your programs. I think this is going to be a second half filled with the folks that are a little down, which is farther down the roster, but that's a good thing. That's the whole purpose. When you get into this situation, that is the luxury you have of being able to help mature, advance, and help grow and improve your football program.
Do you have a number on Harper?
Yeah, 32.
Oh, that's way down there.
Yeah, when I had to do a double take too, Kate, when I saw that number up under center, then running for instructions. And but yep, that's who it is.
Looked like 35 on the carry. Jordan Taylor on that carry.
20, is it 25 maybe? I don't see a 35 on the field, Todd.
Oh, you're right, Bill Thomas.
I think
It
it's
is a
25.
25.
I think it's 25,
Yeah, that is Brendan Grady.
So
on
we'll
the
be
carry.
calling some new names. We're going to have to pre-snap, do a little more pre-snap observation here, I think, because we're not going to see much of Reiki and Lawson, I wouldn't guess, the rest of the way.
Bates and or McDonald as they will stay on the sideline. Harper at the quarterback spot. He'll head up under center. He's got that diamond trips on 3rd down and 2 to go. It was located to his right. The snap, the give went into the backfield. That's Bates running out of the backfield here on 3rd and short. And he gets stood up and pushed back on the play. Nope, check it. That was 18, not 8. And we don't have an 18 on the roster. Hopefully,
I looked. I'm
is
sorry.
sitting somewhere nearby. Maybe somebody. Yeah,
Who's ever
unfortunately
wearing
no.
number 18? We could use some help.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a number change not reflected on the roster.
Oh, and I hate when that happens.
I know. And
We
Coach
wanna
Mike Dubzinski,
and I don't care
can't say
what
enough
side
good
of the
things.
field they're on. I hate just referring to numbers.
Coach
you know
Mike
that?
Dubzinski does a phenomenal job of
but
prepping us pregame. It's just sometimes you get a player who gets a jersey changed, or somebody gets a rip or something, and that information isn't going to make it up here inside.
It could be a familiar player for all we know, but it had to change jersey. Could be a blood or a spill thing, or who knows. But
That'll be a turnover on downs on that 4th down play for the Mountaineers. They attempted the rush.
No, they give it as a Mountaineer first down.
That was Brendan
on the
Grady
carry,
on the
Kate.
carry. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that was a close one. I thought you had that one, Kate. Todd and I chit-chatting, and I thought we were going to have a turnover.
4:40 and
Alas,
counting to
no.
play here in the third. 35-7. Wachusett on top of Leominster. Second half time and temperature, it's brought to you by Airport Auto Parts. Airport Auto Parts, the second generation of automotive recyclers, providing the best customer experience. Let them put their expertise to work for you. If Airport does not have the part in stock, they can find it for you online at Airport Auto Parts. LTV.com. We'll check that time and temp after this first down play. On the snap, Dylan the pitch, looking for Grady. It's a loose football. Blue Devils are on top of it at their own 41-yard line.
It looks like 66, I think, coming up out of the pile.
Julian comes up out of the pile wearing a new number tonight, and he's got himself on the score sheet with the football.
Nice job. Gets out of that 42, gets a little defensive action, and gets on that fumble. You know, Todd, I'll take the time, but I'm really not interested in the temperature. I know you're going to tell me anyways. Don't make me feel any colder, but go ahead.
Airport Auto Parts tells us it's 54 degrees under clear skies. Feels like 51. We're going down, Bill Thomas, to 42, so the low actually picked up a degree. 8:18 on a Friday night, October the 22nd, here in Holden. First down and 10 for Leominster. Caden Constant out of an eye, finds some space out to the left. He's able to gain 4. It'll be second down and 6 to go.
Who'd you have there on the carry?
Go ahead, Kate.
That was Constant on the carry.
Back, you know, he didn't see any action in that first series, an extended series there, but back on the field here, start this second series of downs for the Blue Devils.
Kate, did we get a little help with the number there?
It was just Pernelli, 18. We had that, though.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, you had that earlier in the game. I just didn't recognize him. Appreciate that. He's still not on my roster. So that is a chance I could miss it again. Fake the snap to Constant, and the give went inside. Trying to see where that went. There's a little Statue of Liberty design in that play. It actually lost a yard or so. It'll be third down and 7 to go.
Caught me off guard there. I wasn't really sure which way the ball was going.
Ball's at the 44-yard line of Leominster, trying to go right to left. 3:05 left here in the third, 35-7, the Mountaineer lead. Leominster looking to move the chains here. They're going to take their time. Coach Gates sending the play in. And, of course, at this point, Bill Thomas, it's not so much about having enough time in order to battle your way all the way back into this football game. It's about having enough quality time on the field to help players advance for next week.
And it's about winning downs, winning series. You know, you're not looking at the scoreboard right now.
Tossi with a handoff to Constant, avoids the first pass of defenders as they blow by, slides under the radar across midfield and over to the Mountaineer 47-yard line for a Leominster first down. I don't know how he avoided the defense, but Constant got himself a first down.
Somehow he ducked down under 2 Mountaineer tacklers, and almost like he shot himself out of a curl of a wave there, and next thing you know, he gained an additional 5, moves to 6.
Gained 7 as total on the play, and Leominster now into Mountaineer territory. They have not been here all that often this evening.
Toward the 2-minute mark here of the third quarter. Twin receivers to the right of this eye. They show blitz to the Mountaineers. Martinez gets the handoff into a pile of forest green. He falls out of the pack, does Martinez, because he keeps churning his legs. That's drive and determination. Ultimately for no gain on the play. Second down and 10 at the Mountaineer 47-yard line.
Probably the hardest running back to bring down, even in a pile like that. A little fire plug right there just keeps those legs moving. If they hadn't blown that whistle, he might have busted out of there and gained some additional yardage before they could have brought him down.
But we're never happy with that, because if they blow the whistle
Yeah,
too soon or they blow the whistle too late.
You're spot on, Kate.
Second and 10 out of an eye. 2 receivers right. Little comeback screen. Complete to Encarnacion from the wide receiver spot right. Battles across the defense. 45, then 40. Has his momentum turned, and it will gain what was lost plus a little more. Call it a gain of about 8, maybe 9. It'll be third down, though, and 2 to go. Cross the Mountaineer 40 at the 39-yard line. Blue Devils need the 37 for a first down, under a minute to play. Here in the third quarter, Leominster looking to move the chains. And in the second half, Chain Moving is brought to you by Fidelity Bank of Leominster. The idea that businesses do well creates a brighter today and tomorrow for everyone involved. It's a win-win-win. Now, who doesn't like that? Your Fidelity Bank, helping you get where you want to be with heart. On third down and 2 to go, out of that eye. Constant from the dotting spot. Gets the handoff from Tossi. Takes it left of the center into the pile. They advance it forward to about a half-yard more. Fourth down and about a yard and a half. Leominster at the Mountaineer 37.5-yard line.
Blue Devil lineman unable to help advance that pile that time. Mountaineers digging in and driving that pile back.
Third, fourth down attempt for the Blue Devils. They are 1 of 2 on fourth down thus far tonight. The wind is picking up, gentlemen.
Indeed it is, coming right at our face, so left to right across the field. Blitz being shown up front, and the defense playing a little cat and mouse there on their side of the line, and they get a left guard to jump on the play.
Somebody lifted up there, got a little antsy.
Indeed.
Seeing that movement in their face.
So mark it back. It'll be a 4th down now and longer. Back to the Mountaineer 44-yard line. It'll be a 4th down and 7 to go when we come back. 3 quarters in the books here from Hal Lane Field. It's Wachusett 35 and Leominster 7. A break and we're back with more. 4th and final quarter when we come back. This is Leominster High School football on the K-Zone. Teams change ends as we begin the 4th and final quarter. Leominster decides to send the punting unit out onto the field. This is Kadua, sends the punt stride the right sideline as Leominster kicks from left to right. It angles out of bounds right about the Mountaineer 30-yard line. It will be a 1st and 10 Mountaineers going right to left as we start this 4th quarter with running time. The clock is running on the change of possession. 35-7, Mountaineers on top of Leominster, and Bill Thomas, yeah, that 4-score differential, that's the difference. The clock starts running here.
4 score in the 4th quarter.
And
Keep things. I thought there was weren't going to do that till they got under 10 minutes, get the quarter going, but looks like right from Jump Street right here, we're going to have running time unless the score changes. Leominster's favor.
Red Sox baseball just underway. Bottom of the 1st inning, 2 outs, no score. Houston up to bat in the ALCS Game 6. We'll join that in progress at the conclusion of this one. Handoff bounces to the outside. This is Pernelli with some room. Gets himself out to the right edge. Turns the corner toward the 40-yard line, but he comes up just shy at the 38. But it is enough for a Mountaineer 1st down, and the clock and the drive and everything else just keeps right on churning.
This will be a fast quarter.
Indeed it will. Second half action brought to you by Viola's Fitchburg Tire and Service. They can get you ready for any season with new tires, brakes, exhaust systems, or your seasonal service needs. Let brothers John and Mike Viola help you stay on the road and in the game. Open 8 to 6 Monday through Friday on Boulder Drive in downtown Fitchburg. Online at violatire.net. On 1st down and 10. Give went into the middle of the pile there. Bill Thomas Harper with the give was the first man through to the group. It was Pernelli again. He took it to the left, and he gains a fistful there out to midfield. Call it a gain of 8, 2nd down and 2.
I think hard work and play here, second half. Is that what you're looking for, Todd?
No need, Bill Thomas. But you can mention.
I tell you, I'm impressed with the way the Leominster defense in general made some adjustments there at halftime. You know, we haven't seen a change in score, and or one change, but I think played a much better second half.
Absolutely right, Bill Thomas. 46 on the carry. Todd rolling out to the right.
Indeed, rolling its way out to the right side of that formation. It's Logan Kerrigan with the carry moving to that outside. Crosses midfield and got himself another Mountaineer 1st down. This one to the Blue Devil 46-yard line.
You know, I'm sure once the coaches sit down and look at the film here, Kate, especially you'll appreciate this, they're going to grade out these linemen and how they did mixing and matching. And we might see a couple of different starters next week that we might not expect, even though the health status of these players might change. So we'll see how the Blue Devils can use this to their advantage.
Harper under center with the give into space. Lots of room out there. It looked like Grady as he took it to the left, crossed the 40, and he's taken down at the Blue Devil 38-yard line. It's just shy of the first down. They needed the Blue Devil 37 for the first. Action here in the second half brought to you by Brady's Restaurant at 37 Mechanic Street. Leominster offers chef-inspired cuisine by the region's best-loved chef, Bill Brady. Brady's menus are approachable and wallet-friendly. Many dishes available, gluten-free. Eat, drink, enjoy life at Brady's Restaurant. Menu available online at chefbradys.com. Second down and a yard to go. Harper waits for his receiver to come set. Now up under center. The snap, give it to Grady this time. Grady takes it to the right of the formation, finds some space, cross the Blue Devil 35, then the 30, and down to the 28-yard line. It is enough for a Mountaineer first down. Clock just winds away here as we are in non-stop action with a 35-7 Mountaineer lead. Down to the, is that the 8-minute mark there?
8 minutes, 11 seconds.
And counting.
Seeing a lot of what we saw in that first half there. Mountaineers just ripping off chunks on the ground, moving the sticks.
And they mean business all night. Sorry, Todd.
That's okay, Kate. Action brought to you by Central Communication Systems. The expert at Central Communication Systems are the key communications provider for thousands of businesses around New England, including Worcester's new Polar Park. Learn more at central-inc.com. Since 1991, the region's communication systems experts. Looked like 46 Logan Carrigan on the carry out to the right. Carrigan got himself 5 yards on first down, second down and 5. Clock down to 7.5 minutes to play here in this fourth and final running quarter.
I got to tell you, one thing the Mountaineers aren't working on is using up clock. They're just getting up there, running plays. They're not watching, the timekeeper at the bell. They're just up there calling plays, and let's play some football.
It's developable time for
their
underclass, Bill Thomas.
Absolutely.
This is valuable snaps for Coach Mike Dubzinski's squad.
I think both ways, not just the Coach Dubzinski, but also the Blue Devils. Let's play some football.
Where they are absolutely getting some great experience there. That was Ben Dominic on the carry, took that one out to the left, advanced the football to the 20-yard line, third down and 2 to go. Action here in the second half brought to you by the Highlands of Fitchburg. The Highlands of Fitchburg specializes in short-term rehabilitation, long-term care, or post-operative recovery, giving patients a place to heal and recover. Where passion and care live. For more information or to schedule a tour, call 978-343-4411. The Highlands of Fitchburg.
Todd and Kate, Blue Devils playing defense with 10 people, and I think they just noticed it.
And Coach Devin Gates decided to take a timeout.
Yep, they were.
Where they did
Just
stop
10.
the clock politely at the 6:25 mark here of the fourth quarter in a 35-7 lead.
That's not how the rule is.
I was going to say that is not how the rule is written, but
we saw
classy
remember
move
we saw
by the timekeeper
three
here.
timeouts in a row and burned like 6 minutes of stand-around time.
Yeah, that was at Shepherd Hill.
Yeah. Very frustrating, to say the least.
Tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. for the Great Road Farm and Garden America radio show featuring the latest in gardening trends. You can get your gardening needs met locally at Great Road Farm and Garden on Great Road in Littleton.
Make some defensive adjustments here, and the Blue Devils try to figure out who fell asleep on the sideline, get that 11th player out there. Get the clock wound back up, not waiting for a play, just end that timeout.
On third down and short, a handoff into the pile from Harper goes the ball carrier across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Looked like Dominic, I think,
yeah,
on
I think
that
you're
carry.
right. Dominic on that carry. Bill Thomas advances it a yard. Now with both Grady and Dominic out there, I'm a little, kind of
25,
gun shy. Is it 25 or
which,
26?
yeah,
a hard read.
And once the jersey gets crumbled up, sometimes, you can't distinguish it. But, hey, we'll give somebody credit.
5:55 and counting here in the fourth, 35-7, Wachusett's lead. It's all academic from here at Hal Lane Field. Fourth down and short to go. Deep in Blue Devil territory at the Blue Devil 19. They need the 18 for the first. Harper is up under center, going right to left. Snap, the give. It went to the left of the formation. Looked like Dominic this time.
This is going to be close.
Check it, Bill Thomas got a new number,
and
28.
you don't have that number. I looked down there. I was going to see how you were going to deal with that. As soon as I didn't want to. There's nothing for me to point to, Todd.
It just happens.
It goes from 27 to 32.
While two guys were discussing on that fourth down play, they did grant the first down without a measurement,
short.
even though it was incredibly close.
Yeah.
They are just moving
Good point,
the
Kate.
sticks.
I would say moving the sticks and, more importantly, moving the clock down to the 5-minute mark here of the fourth quarter.
And this is when it becomes the discretion of the officials, and you're down by quite this much, that there will be no measurements. If it's close enough, it's close enough.
Exactly. First carry here for 31. A lot of clean jerseys here from the JV squad, and unfortunately, I don't have those numbers. I feel
Short
terribly
carry by
about
31,
it.
gain 4.
Yeah, gain 4. Second down and 6 to go. Those were not provided, unfortunately. And
most importantly, 11th play of this drive coming up, this Mountaineer offense has been able to convert on fourth down one time already on this drive. Again, 4 first downs have already been converted, and we know that this is primarily the second team for Wachusett out there on offense right now.
Harper is going to go up under center with that diamond location trips, tight to the formation left. Snap, give, bounces it to the outside. Immediately wrapped by the Blue Devil defense and then finished off back across the 15 at the 17-yard line. That was 46. We got that one. Logan Carrigan on the carry and unfortunately pushed back on the play.
Now, Todd and Billy, all of these players you will essentially see again tomorrow morning. Am I wrong or am I right?
I believe that is correct. If that's when the JV game is scheduled, it's either tomorrow or Monday. With all of the busing situations and everything else, the games have been being shifted around a little bit. So I can't say for certain, but yes, the next time they get together with the underclassmen out there, yeah, I would say a lot of these will be familiar names.
So they're getting a dry run.
Indeed.
Third down already. Third down and moderate for the Mountaineers. Leominster's defense doing a good job to minimize the damage and only give up a couple of yards every single time the Mountaineers touch it at the moment.
Under the 3.5-minute mark here in the fourth. The give is to Carrigan. Takes it from left to right. Grabbed by the Blue Devil defense. A flag comes out.
One of the few
Because
flags
why
we've
not?
seen.
Absolutely.
Well,
and it stops the clock temporarily. 3:15 to play here in the fourth quarter. Holding is the signal. It will go against the Mountaineers. If they decline it, the result of the play is a fourth down opportunity for the Mountaineers.
So why does that stop the clock, Todd?
It shouldn't.
shouldn't.
None of this should.
Just kidding. I'm all confused now.
No.
Oh, they wound it again. They put it down.
Gave the officials the opportunity to sort things out. That's what I will take from that.
It's going to be fourth down. They did not move the ball back.
They didn't mark a
mark it off.
penalty.
End of one at Minute Maid Park down there in Houston. The Astros grab an early lead. It's 1-0 Houston through 1. We'll join the 6th game of the American League Championship Series coming up at the conclusion of this one right here on the K-Zone.
I wonder if the Blue Devils declined the penalty.
They may have, because it was fourth down and running with a full head of steam up the middle of the defense, crossed the 10 into the 8-yard line, was the Mountaineers.
They're not going to give them that one.
Nope, they are
They
not.
don't get that spot.
On down. Ball goes back to Leominster. 2:41 to play here in the fourth. Chance to exercise the offense a little bit more.
See who comes out to play quarterback. Yeah, we might be seeing a new quarterback for the Blue Devils. Trying to see who runs out there.
Certainly say there will be some clean jerseys.
9.5-minute drive, by the way.
Yeah, I was watching the clock, Kate, exactly. Who are we going to have coming up under center here? Looks like number 10.
It is 10 trotting out onto the field. This is Alexavier Figueroa, a freshman quarterback, 5'9", 180. He warms up down on the field with the rest of the quarterback squad, throws a nice ball. He's built firm, 5'9", 180. He is definitely a strong quarterback.
He's warming up for tomorrow.
Indeed. Here's the snap, and the give went straight into the pile with nowhere to go. First carry of the day, 46 is Braden Martin, the sophomore, 5'9", 170. With his first carry.
Braden's seen some action on defense tonight. Getting some action now on offense, coming off the field, mixing and matching some fresh running backs.
Figueroa trots back out to the Blue Devil offense out on the field. Clock continues to run down toward the 2-minute mark. Replays of this one will be available via our partners on Leominster TV coming up next week. Tune in for that. So we apologize again for those of you that were looking for the live coverage. Due to some technical difficulties here at Hal Lane Field tonight, not able to get that live broadcast off with our partners at Leominster TV. They will have it available in delay replay. We continue on live here on the K-Zone. Yeah, looked like it
on
was.
The carry.
Bill Thomas, that's Robert Wheeler, the
First
senior,
carry.
5'7", 170. Figueroa working with Coach Gates. Final 95 seconds of this one. On their way to the Mountaineers, improving their record to 6-1, which, based on what we've seen for teams that have beat Leominster in their playoff fortunes,
25th
yeah, that does absolutely nothing for them, is what that comes to. But
they'll probably
improve
drop.
their record to 6-1.
They'll probably drop in the
They
standings.
may, as this ranking system is certainly unforgiving. That is
Yes.
for certain. Figueroa is under center out of an eye. Give to the fullback, forward across the 10, and moves its way to the 12. Bill Thomas says Josh Cormier on the carry. Been seeing some time at fullback, been seeing some time at tight end, 5'9", 180. Under a minute to play, 55 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Low-hanging fruit says this is probably going to be the last play of the game.
That's either the Empire's March, if you're looking at it
is.
coming from the band, or it's the
From the
theme from the
Notebook.
Notebook. One or the other if you look at the movie Ted.
It's from the Notebook.
I was going to say, depends on what you're looking at, but the Empire March comes from the band. Great to have the performing arts back as part of a Friday night here at Hal Lane Field and all over Central Mass as well. Just gives that environment back as we start to work our way through the new normal. Cormier again on the carry. Final 22 seconds of this one. Timeout taken. Oh, no, that's it.
That's it.
Leominster has said that is enough.
Let the play
Game
clock run out.
Over. So the players will race to midfield for a handshake, and this one is over. The Mountaineers have improved to 6-1 with a 35-7 victory here tonight over Leominster in dominating fashion.
Dominating fashion, Todd, but I think we have to, not look at the scoreboard, but I think reflective of what we saw in the field tonight, I was pleasantly surprised.
Indeed. With the touchdown tonight, Leominster improves their total with our friends from Manny's. With that one Leominster touchdown, it's another $50 from Manny's. Manny's Appliances, Leominster's Blue Devil touchdown partner this fall, donating $50 to Leominster Athletics and scholarships for every touchdown call right here on the K-Zone. With that $50, you add it to the season total, $750 through 6 weeks here, through 7 weeks here from Manny's. Manny's Appliances, Hamilton Street. No one does appliances better. That's Manny's. Great job by them. For those of you joining us on Leominster TV and replay, we say thank you so very much for joining us. I'm Todd Robbins. For Bill Thomas, Kate Robbins, and Bradley Bedard, we say so long, everybody. For those of you joining us here on the K-Zone, we've got Red Sox baseball coming up, but first, a quick post-game extra. We'll get you the final stats, some scores around the region, as we continue here from Hal Lane Field in Holden. Once again, the final score, Wachusett 35 and Leominster 7. More to come. This is Leominster High School football on the K-Zone.
LTV's Action Sports is brought to you in part through the generous support of these Leominster sponsors: Richardson Funeral Home, www.richardsonfuneralhome.net, the Il Camino Restaurant, www.ilcamino-restaurant.com, and by MP Crowley Company Incorporated, www.mpcrowleyinc.com.